Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a short video test on Jose Jimenez. He sent this computer a few weeks ago. This is for a 2004, I think it's, yeah, 2004 Lightning. And his concern was a crank no start and no CKP signal. I repaired this computer, sent it back to him. I actually requested that, and always on these computers the most common problem they end up damaging the computer is coils or plugs, and I explained on the video that the problem is when these coils get bad, it sends that signal into all battery voltage and sensor voltages and affects the digital to analog converter inside the computer, and it can actually at the end damage the microprocessor, which hopefully is not the case for his computer because these are very expensive computers. So I said, send it over. I will cover under warranty, even though I explained it that I needed for the warranty the receipt, to show me that he replaced the coils and plugs. And he did not do that. So I'm trying to help a customer. I am always trying here to do the best possible. That is a very expensive analog to digital converter I see that is no longer in production and is very limited parts available that I have. Probably the only person that has it as, as today. But yeah, so what I said to him is let me hopefully something else and I can help you out. But yeah, so I have the computer connected and I am right now injected all the signals. The vehicle should be running right now and it's not. I got all the coils, I got everything connected, the computer is power on, and we have 0 RPM. You can see that in the instrument cluster, no RPM as well. So what I usually do is I turn the computer off and I let the full probe with the signals injected. That will be like almost like you starting the car normally because those signals should be on as you start the vehicle, right? So as you can see, I lost communication, the instrument cluster is off. I'm going to power everything on. You'll see that the TEF light goes off, means there's no path issues, but there is no signals, there is no ejection, no nothing. So we definitely do have the same situation that he had before. And I'm going to try my best availability to try to repair his computer again. So this is for his records and my records as well. Again, just a short video. Talk to you later. Bye bye. All right, guys, welcome back or follow up with this Jose Jimenez. I think he's in California. Let me actually pull his folder. So I am actually maybe in Texas. Sometimes, I mean, I get so many computers a week that sometimes it's hard to keep up with the name of the customers. So give me just 1 second so I find that out. I got a specific folder for the Ford F-150s in 2004. Let me see, 2004, Jose Jimenez in Texas. All right, so Jose Jimenez in Texas, no matter what, I mean, I don't think. All right, so the first thing that I'm going to do is, well, turn the scanner on because I had it off. The computer is off. As far as the power to the computer, the same thing that I did before is I'm going to inject the signal here, which is on, and we can see that signal what it says on. So even the vehicle is off, cam and crank sensor signals are ready to go at 650 RPMs. And that's exactly what I did before. Nothing has changed. Um, when I turn this on, if the repair is done properly, the car should run immediately. And we're going into TEF, like read, like the kit is super fast, and it will give us RPM. So I'm going to turn this on in here, and immediately we can see now injection. We can see RPM, and that is just a cluster reading. It's so fast that it is reading super fast. But yeah, we can see the injection now working 100%, and now we have RPM, which is what I had was on before. I couldn't not make it run. Sorry guys, I got caught by a call, but cut by a call. But yeah, so what I was saying, no matter what I did, I was not able to make it run, and I know exactly. I mean, I am an expert on these computers. I know exactly what is the problem, and I can fix it right away, but it's costly. So yes, I request to have the invoice of the coils and the plugs replaced, or else it will be no warranty. And this is, again, I'm trying to be helpful because I did mention it and I put them into the invoice and everything, but I'm giving the benefit of like one time doubt. But I told Jose, I cannot keep covering this, and luckily for him, it's not a microprocessor. I just want to show that I have his covers so you can see that it's indeed his same computer. And you can see right now coils and injectors activation working all as it's supposed to. And the confirmation will be now with the auto scan. So I'm going to do the auto scan and we're going to see the B number. Remember CA, what was it, 29252? Yeah, CA 59252. All right, so CA 59252, 2004 Ford F-150 Heritage Classic. And then if I go inside here and we follow, I mean, the proof is in the button right there with reading RPMs. So this is just going to be me reading extra information on the scanner to make sure that we are indeed reading the RPMs in the scanner. But I mean, the cluster is the best test of anything, right? I don't want to send this computer right away to him. I'm going to unplug it. I'm going to leave it on my bench. I have another computer that I have to work on. This is coming from, let me just see, Kenneth Robbins. It's also in Texas. It's a 2004 Lightning. What a coincidence. Let me make sure I got I have his address in here. But this computer, the last digits on the B number are going to be CA44569. And this is, well, doesn't have the cover on the back. This is a URB1, and that's also a URB1, you see? And these are the reasons I want to make sure that I am showing that, this is still not opening. It's funny that it's the same computer. Let me see if the numbers in the front, 4L3A and then UAB, 4L3A UAB. So hopefully that phone is focusing because I don't have my glasses on me. But yeah, so these are two of the same computers. Um, it's a no start. So with his, I cannot connect it, and I'm going to try to connect it right here. So you guys see that I have programmed Jose's to my instrument cluster and keys because this is not a plugin immediately a start. You have to go through the process of relearning the pads and everything because otherwise it will not start. But you will see that in a bit in a second. And I'm going to probably just keep the video running so you can see that. So I'm selecting right now a supercharger, PCM, and all I really want from here is the engine revolutions per minute, which again, this is just like double clicking. I wanted to see the V numbers and you guys to see the V number because it's a very funny thing that I have the same year computer here. All right, so and it's pretty easy for me to just unplug Jose's and put the other one in here. But yeah, let me go over to the engine computer here. I mean the engine revolutions per minute right here. And we're gonna have 667 revolutions per minute. That is pretty much what it is in there. And oops, I forgot that I moved that from the screen. So let me put the full probe and we can see injection and everything in there. Again, if I turn the computer off, we lost communication. Instrument cluster is off. I'm going to turn it back on with the signals is still there. I can see injection already in there, but that's just there. And then boom, RPMs should come back, and they do. And we can see that in there, and we can see that in here. So I'm going to turn this one more time. Again, no injection, no nothing. And the reason I'm doing it this way because this is almost like in the vehicle. I mean, you don't have to provide a cam and crank after you crank the car. They're all in place as you crank the car, right? Because it's the further revolutions of the engine. But yeah, when I do this, we can see coils and injectors immediately, even before the instrument cluster does its check, the car is running, and this is exactly how it's going to be in the car. So yes, all right. So let me turn this one off. His is ready, and I'm going to leave all those signals the exactly same way. All I'm going to do is disconnect Jose's from here. So it's going to be a little hard, but I can do it because this is the original connector from this computer. So this is why I make the um, connections like that. Like that is not a hard to do connection. Like with one hand, I can have this connector, I mean this computer. Let me make sure I'm putting this right. Yep, okay. Now this is Robin, as you can see. So I'm going to be in a weird angle, but I don't want to stop the video. And sorry for the shaking because I need a little pinky holding the computer on the back so I can tie this up. But so yeah, it is ready to go, but I have not programmed the key, so this should not start. And I want to do this so we know that that computer is Jose's. All right, so I'm going to turn the ignition on, and we got nothing, right? So we got no coils, no nothing, and the test light should start blinking pretty shortly because it's trying to read. We got no RPM, no nothing. It's trying to read the TEF, trying to read the TEF, trying to read the TEF. I'm going to disconnect from this one here. And we're going to try to read the bean. Do you wish to exit? Yes. All right, so let's get out of here and let's try to do an auto scan, see if this computer actually even talks. Def light is a steady on the instrument cluster. I read the bean based on his folder CA44569, and I think that's what I said before. CA44569, Kenneth Robbins. This is your computer. Now we can see the TEF light blinking and a blinking and a stop. So yes, why is this happening? Because it's not programmed. Who says I have to go into their program on the pads in order to test it because otherwise it will not run. But when you have a TEF that is like like a path that is preventing the vehicle from a start, you will have the light steady on and you will have the light blinking after. That was not the case, and I needed to check this or show that because I don't think I did on the beginning of the video for Jose, and now it's working 100%. And I'm going to keep it because even if I have to spend the time to reprogram keys, because I'm going to have to work in, I mean, I'm moving into working this one next. I don't have like multiple instrument clusters and set up to, program multiple computers, but I will take the time to do it. I don't care because I want to make sure that I leave this computer open. I'm going to move it and shake it and do as much as a stress test I can to see if the computer craps out again here. And sorry for the word, but yeah, that's what I'm looking for. So I'm knowing um, fuel. I'm going to do the same selection because it's pretty much the same computer, just different B number. Unbelievable that there's the same years, same computer number, and everything. I want to see what is on fault code, so let me read the um, constant continuous memory fault. So engine prohibited due to pads, obviously, and this is what we have right now. And I only have three full codes, P1000, all codes erased, and then these two other codes, fuel pump primary circuit. I don't have the fuel pump connected to it, so that is completely normal. I again will have to program the keys in order for this to start. But that's what I'm going to do for this other computer, for this other customer. This is up to here for Jose, and I will probably follow up if I see something different happening because again, I'm going to stress test this computer, and guess what? I'm going to be the stress test. I'm going to carefully vibration. Yeah, those sometimes you have to. hit the computers, make sure nothing is loose, nothing is creating the issue, because during packaging, during transport over to him, I don't know how this computer is being treated on the postal service. Did they drop this computer so hard that something start to come off, and it's not Jose's problem and it's not my problem, but it's at the end I'm the one who's dealing with, right? All right, guys. If nothing else shows up in Jose's, I will ask him later when the car runs and everything is good to actually record a short video, send it to me, and I will put it as a follow up in YouTube as well. All right, guys. Thank you so much for visiting the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye. Hey, Jose, this is a quick update. This is the second day after I repair your computer. Just want to show you that even with a bad pads, like when we have the anti-theft light or the cluster nav program yet to the computer, as long as you can crank the car and and produce a crankshaft position signal, which is the RPM, right? The coils should fire, and this is the substitute value that I have for the coils. These are for injectors that you will see on my videos. But we can see with all the signals present, I have now programmed the cluster back to your computer. So this is just a car cranking, and we can see that we have an RPM signal. And yes, the TEF light is blinking, so you can see that is because, again, the computer is not set up with the with the pads, which is the anti-theft, right? Because I did the one for Kenneth Robbins. So let me turn your computer off and demonstrate that that is exactly what is happening. So I'm going to turn the power probe, it's not the power probe, the full probe off, and the signal off just for 1 second, because I'm going to disconnect the computer, your computer. So let me transfer this to the other computer. All right, as you can see now, that is Kenneth Robbins, and yours is still right here. All right, so I'm going to turn all the signals back on, which is the CKP and the cam that I'm providing with this other computer. It is not running because the computer is off. But what I'm doing, or why am I doing this, is to get the signals ready. And you'll see this is already fixed, that as soon as I turn this computer on, this light will come on, and so it's in here. So you see, we had coils and we have injectors. We got also the confirmation on the screen, and we have the RPM. The reason this one is running is because I did program for the last repair his to my instrument cluster and keys. Yours, I remove it, and now this one is the one is ready to go. But what I want to demonstrate is that even if the instrument cluster is not programmed, or it's a problem with the programming of the key, right? The RPM signal should still reach the instrument cluster, and coils should try to fire, as we saw before. All these three lights are on, but not the injectors. Coils, injectors. So yeah, I mean, your computer is working properly. Second day, so I'm going to just probably keep it like this, and then on the last day before sending it back to you, I'm going to program the instrument cluster again and do a last run. But realistically, as long as I can see RPM in your cluster, the computer has to run. Something else has taken it, and it's not here, right? So I repaired it, all is good. I got 100% success rate on this computer, so I'm very confident. I consider myself an expert on these computers, and probably the only person that has all the parts for that. But you already know that, so let's hope that we can keep stressing the computer. Things that I have done is apply heat to the computer. I even went and did things like this, to heat the computer, because like I mentioned in the video, I'm not sure if you haven't seen it yet or not. I'm not sure how the postal service has been handling the computer, or if it was seriously drop the box, and that could have caused something. But again, I'm trying to stress the computer as much as possible. All right, this is just a short video for your and my records. Talk to you later. Bye bye.